Welcome back to the Blaine Young Show on 930 WFMD, Monday through Friday, 3 to 6. And Frank, I guess the big, some of the big talk is they're talking a little bit about the Monrovia Town Center. Have you been following that at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more interested in what's going to happen to the area than, individuals and stuff.
And?
But go ahead.
Well, no, give me your thoughts.
Well, I hear from the critics that it is a lot of development for the area. It was going to be age restricted, and now it's not.
Well, no, it was proposed as age restricted at the time because they couldn't pass the APFO. That was the way you could come in. And if you couldn't pass APFO, you could propose something as age restrictive.
And then I heard something about, how many developers were promised something, and then the last board but.
Well, you know how long the individual that's been involved in that project, how many years it's been so far? I mean, people always talk about development happening so quick. You do know when Urbana started, right?
Well, go ahead.
1972 by the Kiplinger family. You realize that? Still not built out. Monrovia Town Center.
There's more coming?
Yeah, down there. That's where they want to live, Frank.
Goodness.
I mean, we're only 240,000 residents. This Board of Commissioners actually probably, when it's all said and done, will approve fewer housing permits than any board since the 60s, based on the economy.
Can't you just stand there with your hand out and say, enough? We have enough people now.
Do you really believe we do? Largest landmass county in the state of Maryland, we got 240,000. They compare us to Montgomery County, they got 1 million. Hello?
Yeah, but I don't want to live in Montgomery County.
Well, why don't you go back where you came from? Why don't we take you get all these, huh?
That cracks me up what you say. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just asking a question.
Go back where you came from.
No, I'm just saying this. Thank God we didn't take that approach with you. You would have never gone here. Do you know how much per unit when you add up all the fees, all the proffers, the building, you know how much they're going to be paying per unit down there?
How much?
Take a guess.
I don't. Who's they? The developer?
Well, eventually it gets passed on to the homeowner. I mean, the developer does pay it, but the homeowner's going to eventually pay it. Right. How much do you think per unit?
I give up.
Take a guess.
I don't know. I mean, how much a house costs there?
No. I'm talking about the impact fees, the other fees, the proffers, the building. I'm not talking about carpet. I'm not talking about cabinetry. I'm not talking about paint. I'm not talking about roof. I'm not talking about siding. I'm not talking about brick. How much before you move a blade of grass?
Well, they're not talking about reasonable-sized houses. They're talking about big, acre or two houses, right?
No, they're 2x2s, and they're single families. You can't do that stuff in the state of Maryland anymore with Planned Maryland. Where the hell you been?
Oh, good. Whew.
But how much do you think per unit?
400,000.
Are you crazy?
I don't know.
Around 60 to 65,000 per unit.
Well, that's affordable.
It's no. That's not the house.
Oh,
that's the fees. I'm not even talking about the house yet. I'm talking about all the money paid to the government before you move a blade of grass.
Oh, you should have said so. Okay.
You know how much that is times the total units that have been proffered? $100 million.
What is proffered?
Right now, the proposal is 1,510 units. The original age restricted way back when was like 1,600 and something.
You're in Monrovia now.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Where you want to go?
No, that's fine. That's where you started.
There are no moderately priced dwelling units. There are no multi-dwelling units. Not going to have any of that. $100 million. Hello?
So you're saying the county will be a better place when the development happens there?
I'm saying that the majority of the people that are down there now did not have to pay anywhere near that if they paid anything at all. So now future development has to make up for the mistakes of the past development. Back then, before, if Anita was here, what was it, the 70s, early 80s, where they used to be able to walk in, you have a piece of land, you'd come and get 49 lots, boom. Well and septic, which is, of course, the state of Maryland don't want well and septic because you pollute the bay.
What about, I hear about concerns about safety, Route 75.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
So how you going to fix it? Where are you going to get the money from?
I think the Planning Commission will have to decide whether it's... The
Planning Commission doesn't decide. They make a recommendation to Board of County Commissioners. That's all they make.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
Well, if you ever driven on Route 75, I guess.
I do it all the time, every day.
Exactly. So you are not concerned about that?
Am I concerned about Route 75 like I'm concerned about 270 or 70 or, which route do you want to name?
Well, I'm looking at a letter to the editor.
It's got to be improved.
There's a letter to the editor here from somebody
I saw it.
who is not a fan.
So do you believe...
And he says, I challenge the Planning Commission to drive up along 75 from Hyattstown to Newmarket. Mm-hmm. Look at the houses fronting the roadway and the yards where children play. So, what do you say to him?
Well, 75's got to be improved, obviously.
Okay.
No one's doubted that.
So is that assured? Or
what's that?
Is that assured? Or
it's going to happen over time. You got 2 state highways there.
Is it going to happen before the development? In time for the development?
When has it ever happened that way? Like I said, we're future development makes up for the mistakes of bad development.
Okay. Well, explain it to us.
Do you know how many homes are in this county that never paid an impact fee?
Wait a minute. Now you're jumping to impact fees.
We'll take a break.